Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful sees Liam Spencer Scott Clifton facing a difficult decision. The good news is the doctors actually and finally have some treatment options available for his brain tumor. They have consulted cancer specialists. And this week, Dr. Grace Buckingham Cassandra Creech told Liam they can try chemotherapy and radiation among other therapies to save his life. But Grace warned him that the treatments come with their own cost. They will significantly impact his quality of life, and not for the better. We're going to discuss whether Liam will decide to pursue the available treatment options, and if he does, what lies ahead for him and his loved ones. Before talking to Grace recently, we all saw Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, Hope Logan Annika Noel, Liam, and Finn Tanner Novlin all thought there was no way out of Liam's death sentence and that this was terminal. And now here comes Grace with a tiny sliver of hope. It's not much, but it is a potential lifeline. So now Liam is trying to process what life would look like if he decides to pursue the treatment for his brain cancer that Grace has offered. And the question, of course, is whether Liam should do it or not. Grace warned him while he's undergoing treatment, his life will be much harder than it is. And even knowing that, I feel certain Liam is going to grab at this chance. You know, he would do anything to have more time with his daughters Beth and Kelly Spencer Sophia Paris McKinley. And I'm sure Finn will warn Liam that things could get really bad in the short run. But Finn and Steffi will also reassure him they'll be there for him every step of the way. He's living with them, so they're basically going to be his primary caregivers as he goes through this, unless something shifts. So really, Liam got to go for it, right? He has been hoping and praying for a shot to beat the brain cancer that's killing him, and this is it. It's the only chance that I've seen on the horizon, and Grace is the first one to give him any kind of hope. But sadly, Liam is in for a rough ride because while brain tumor treatments can be life-saving and prolong patients' lives, they also come with a whole slew of awful side effects. If you or someone you love has dealt with cancer, then you probably know that chemo absolutely ravages the body. It causes terrible fatigue, nausea, vomiting, stomach issues like diarrhea, and constipation. You lose your appetite. Most people lose your hair. It causes mouth sores, headaches, just a bunch of physical symptoms. It's terrible, but if it's that or dying of brain cancer, obviously Liam going to lead this way. And the treatments Grace offered can also mess with Liam blood count. It can cause anemia, bleeding, and bruising. Plus, he'll have an increased risk of getting infections. That can do a lot of damage. If you have been through this yourself or with anybody, you'll know that chemotherapy trashes your immune system. So, you're really prone to infections. That's a big deal. And I'm sure Grace and Finn will warn him. But also, Liam could develop memory issues. He could have cognitive changes, coordination issues, balance issues. He's already having some of these simply because it's a large tumor pressing on his brain, but it could absolutely get worse. And these are scary side effects from the chemo. But then there's another treatment that's going to go hand in hand with it that brings its own set of side effects. So, it's double side effects from two different therapies. Grace was also talking about him doing radiation, and that can cause brain swelling and other side effects like double vision, speech problems, nausea, and some therapies can cause lung problems, breathing issues. And again, Liam's already having some notable issues from this big tumor that's pressing on his brain. So those symptoms will continue as well until and unless these therapies get it under control and hopefully shrink the tumor. And Grace and Finn know that if he decides to go for it, we're going to see Liam sick and exhausted and weak, just absolutely ravaged. This cancer treatment will be life-altering for him. And Finn does want Liam to know the extent of possible issues so that he's making an informed decision because this is likely going to get really bad. Liam is going to be so weak. He won't be the man he was at least for a while, maybe long term. Some aspects of cancer treatment can affect you for the rest of your life, even if you recover completely from the cancer itself. So, while Grace has him in treatment, we could see Liam turn into a shell of himself physically, But if the treatment works, which we assume it will, it should save Liam's life. And he should eventually bounce back, but it's going to be really bad for a while. And Grace did try and warn him, but was trying to do it without discouraging him while still informing him. So this is going to be a hard choice for Liam. And then assuming he chooses it, it's going to be a hard process for Liam. And not just him. It affects anyone who cares about him. If you've been through this, you know, cancer affects the entire family, not just the individual who's sick. So right now, we've got Liam living with Steffi and Finn. And of course, they're going to step up, do whatever they can to help take care of him. We also know, though it's going to be really hard on Kelly Spencer to see her dad Liam sick and weak and probably going bald. So Steffi is going to need to explain to her daughter that this treatment looks bad, but is actually a good thing, and that Liam is sick but getting better. No doubt, Steffi and Finn will have to tell Kelly Spencer what's going on because she's going to notice it. This is going to be drastic. And of course, that's very complicated for a little girl to comprehend. No doubt. So Steffi may try and shelter Kelly from the worst of it, you know, while Liam's having really bad days. And of course, Hope, Logan, Annika, Noel won't stay away. She is probably going to be over at Steffi's all the time pitching in to help. She has been totally supportive. Hope will want to be there for Liam to help take care of him, ease his pain and suffering from the side effects as much as she can. However, she's just reunited with Carter Walton Lawrence St. Victor. But I feel like we could see Hope Logan falling back in love with Liam while she's there, seeing him at his worst. Carter may feel Hope pull away. I expect that Hope and Steffi will remain close through this, and Hope will be drawn even closer into Liam's orbit. Carter may notice that she's always gone. She's always with Liam. And that Carter's just a second thought since Liam will be Hope's focus. And unless something changes, you know, Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire is going to be lurking around looking to find a way to get closer to Carter. And when Daphne sees Hope gravitating away from Carter and devoting herself to Liam, well, you can bet Daphne's going to poke and prod and look for an opening and say some things. Also, I'm certain Deacon Sharp Sean Kanan will be very supportive. He'll comfort Hope, maybe watch Beth here and there to help out, but I also expect Deacon to keep nudging Hope towards Liam as much as possible. And I'm sure Deacon's going to hate to hear that Hope's back with Carter. So Deacon may push Hope and tell her, you need to prioritize Liam and just forget Carter. And of course, there's Dollar Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. He's going to find out what's going on with Liam soon. And Bill will be like Steffi and Finn and Hope, desperate to find a way for Liam to survive this. Bill's going to be distraught, but I'm sure also grateful that he and Liam made amends and are in a better place. And I'm sure Bill Spencer will do everything he can to make sure that Liam gets the best care and treatment. Bill's going to want more time with him to make up for all the horrible things he's said and done to Liam over the past years. So bottom line, absolutely he should listen closely to the warnings from Grace and Finn about this cancer treatment and the way it's going to ravage his body. Also, we know Bridget Forrester Ashley Jones is back soon. She's in her doctor coat, so it looks like she's going to be helping Grace administer the treatments to Liam. No matter how bad it is, or how much the treatments may ravage Liam's body and mind, it's going to be worth it if he can survive this brain cancer, and they can shrink that tumor. I obviously doubted that B&B was going to kill off Scott Clifton's character. And now that they introduced a difficult treatment regimen, but introduced some hope with it, well, that seems increasingly likely that Liam is going to survive this. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.